If that happens, then Bitcoin is in trouble. That's the only level right now I care about at $49,000. I like simple. Don't trust the weekend moves. There's too light volume. You want to wait to see how it reacts during trading, traditional market hours, Monday through Friday. Doesn't mean something can't push up or break out. It's just you want to be more suspect of it.
Wait a minute, everyone. Welcome to Bitcoinzilla, your platform for daily cryptocurrency analysis and news. Our mission is to keep it simple. Bitcoinzilla offers engaging information that is easy to understand. Our analysts keep their eyes on the latest news to provide valuable insights via email. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Join our community of 10,000 subscribers and experience the new edge with Bitcoinzilla. Subscribe now. In this video, Gareth will share his insights on how he explained the weekend moves of Bitcoin and why he focused on the $49,000 level as the key support to watch. He also revealed the upside resistance and the confirmation signal for a possible breakdown. Let's join Gareth in this interview about these topics and more.
Bitcoin over the weekend had a little bit of a float up, just a couple days. Now again, always remember, don't trust the weekend moves. There's too light volume. You want to wait to see how it reacts during trading, traditional market hours, Monday through Friday. Doesn't mean something can't push up or break out. It's just you want to be more suspect of it. So again, what we were doing is we were starting to trend down here going into the weekend, and then Saturday and Sunday both green, and then Monday already coming back in. Now we are off the lows here. But again, just remember from last week, I'm going to keep it as simple as possible for you guys, because I think honestly that's what I like. I like simple. If we look here, this is our previous high. As I said last week, that's the only level right now I care about at $49,000. All right, right now, anything, even a pullback to this level, you could bounce off of it. It would be a retrace to the scene of the crime. All right, upside resistance is basically 54,000 now. It'll slowly throughout the week move to 55 because, again, it's an upsloping trend line. So always remember that. That would be resistance. The only thing that would concern me here is if we get below 49,000 right here and we confirm, and I went over the confirmation signal last week, if that happens, then Bitcoin is in trouble. But right now, very simply, anything in here, consolidation. If it dips here, scene of the crime. Let's see if it bounces. Only if it breaks here and starts trading below that 49,000 level do you need to be concerned.
Bitcoin had a slight uptrend over the weekend, but Gareth cautioned against trusting the weekend moves due to low volume. The key level to watch was $49,000, which was the previous high and a possible support level. The upside resistance was around $54,000, $55,000, which was an upsloping trend line. Gareth would be concerned if Bitcoin broke below $49,000 and confirmed a bearish signal. Right now, Bitcoin is in a consolidation phase and could bounce off the $49,000 level.
I want to show Binance real quick. If we look at the chart on Binance here, we can see again, this is finally playing catch up, which again is something of interest. If we just look at some trend lines here, I just want to draw a trend line here. So look at this high and look at where Binance is currently trading, right? So we take the highest point, basically going back to November 9th of 2022, and we could see that this pivot high right here is right where current price is. So you do have a little bit of resistance here. It's not a huge level, but you do have a little resistance. Now I'm going to show you the level that I think if it gets to, that might be a short-term top. This one, maybe, but I'm not that thrilled with it in terms of a short-term top. It probably can go through at least the 400 level. Well, look at this next level right here. Right in this vicinity, right here. I'm going to go back to the computer and draw a trend line as well as something else. So if we look at, and remember, it's all about confluence of levels. So if we take this level here and we draw it across, that's a good pivot point right there. And then what I want to do is I want to do a Fibonacci retrace, and I want to show you guys basically, okay? So if we look at the fibs, we basically see an alignment of fibs with that secondary level. There we go. We have the fibs pop up. And so essentially what we're seeing is that this high here, and here's your 50% fib level. Okay, so you're looking at a level between 450 and 465 right in this zone. That to me would be your likely heavy resistance in the near term on Binance, all right? So again, just kind of keep that in mind. And by the way, it doesn't mean it can't be rejected here. In all fairness, it's overbought short term, would make sense for a small pullback, but it wouldn't surprise me to see it go to that level where, remember, the more factors that coincide at a current price, the bigger the resistance or support level will be. All right, so think about putting down bricks, right? If you do one layer of bricks, it's okay. If you do two back-to-back layers, it's going to be firmer as a resistance.
Gareth Soloway analyzed the chart of Finance token and highlighted its catch-up movement. He drew attention to a resistance level near the pivot high from November 9, 2022. Soloway pointed out the potential for a short-term top around the 400 level, but expressed more interest in a higher level between 450 and 465.
Let's take a look at this, guys. Solana on the charts. We can see here, again, there's your longer-term trend line. You kept on retracing up to it, right? So it broke, resistance, resistance. Then you have this secondary trend line here. That finally broke. Now, again, if we continue to see the same pattern, you could see Solana retest here, right? Just like it broke and retasted. But the thought process is that eventually it will come down even further, right? It's just kind of repeating the same pattern. Breaks, retrace, breaks further, then retraces the next one, and so on and so forth. Levels of support, you're going to have right here around 93 or so, and then back to your $80, $75, $77 to $80 level right there.
Gareth Soloway analyzed the chart of Solana, highlighting the longer-term trend line and a secondary line that recently broke. He suggested that based on historical patterns, Solana might retest the broken levels before potentially moving lower. Soloway identified support levels around $93 and $80 and 75 cents, $77 as potential areas for price retracement.
Gold, not a whole lot to update you here on gold. It's pulling back just a little bit. Last week was a tremendous week on gold, guys. It really was. Multiple updates in a row. Still hasn't broken out above this major 2070, 75, 80 level right here. That's the big breakout. But what I do see on the chart starting to form better and better, right? If we look at this up, what are we starting to form here? To me, that looks like a bullish consolidation pattern. And so if we can really break through this area here, test here and break out, this thing could have a breakout where, again, we could take a measured move from this low to this high, and you could map it out. And that would be, again, short-term target of 2,400-ish. I still have a 25 and change target. I just don't know, again, until we actually break out. It's basically the thought process I have. It's 12 months approximately from when we break out, which is when the high should be put in. So I'm waiting for that breakout to occur before we really get into that.
Gareth Soloway provided an update on gold, noting a slight pullback after a strong week. He emphasized the importance of breaking above the major level at 2075 to 2080 for a significant breakout. Soloway identified a potential bullish consolidation pattern on the chart, suggesting that if it breaks out, a measured move could target around 2400. He maintained a longer-term target of 25 and change but emphasized the need for an actual breakout before confirming the time frame for the target. If you've been with us so far, a big thank you. Don't forget to subscribe for free to Bitcoin Zella for your daily news. The link is waiting below. That's all for today's crypto news. Stick around for more updates, insights, and analysis on cryptocurrencies. Share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more exciting content.